Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I will be doing a Happy Home Paradise video. So I have not done one of these videos in a while, so let's just get straight into it. So I have all these people here and I just started looking at what they wanted. So Lyman wants veggies, no. He wants video game, no. Stylish, no. Rebel, no. Magic, no. And then I was like, wait, I forgot to do B. So I went and looked at her and I was like, plants. And I was like, yes, I love using the plant items in this game. They're really nice to do. So like I think they did good on the plant items, definitely. And now I'm going to talk to Lottie. I love the vibe of Happy Home Paradise and stuff. I think it looks really cute. Like I like all of the ladders and the trees and the tables and the beach and all of that stuff is just really great. So now I'm going to choose where she is. So where she lives. So I was thinking I want to do somewhere in like spring, and that's when I realized if you put like things in spring, then the trees won't actually be spring in some places, which I didn't know. So that was a bit of a letdown, but honestly it didn't really affect the build too much because I didn't use one tree in the exterior, which is kind of bad now that I think of it, but I definitely think the exterior came out really good. So I honestly just found out just then, so yeah. Okay, now we've chosen you a spot, and now we are going to give her a 2-story home, just because on one level I want her house and her like kitchen and stuff, and on the other level I want like the plant section. So now let's just get straight into it. Look at little Nico on the boat. It's just so good. And I love this, how it has like all the waterfalls and stuff, and like the light colored like sort of, I don't know what you call it, like waterfall thing. But anyways, like see how on the side of like the waterfall where the grass finishes and it's just like the light tan? Yeah, that. I like how it's lighter than the normal tan that we have on our other islands. But now it's exterior time, and I was messing around with the exterior a lot because I think they should add some siding to the smaller houses, because I would have given her a smaller house, but I like the new wreaths that they add in for some reason. I didn't even know that they added in new wreaths until like just now, because yeah, I hadn't played the game in a while, so now I'm just trying to figure out what I'm actually doing here. I'm making a path for her, and I really like this terracotta path. It's really nice, and I'm just rounding off the edges because I think it just generally looks nicer rounded, but it just really depends like what vibe you're going for. Like city, I wouldn't do it rounded, but like on like gardeny, foresty vibe, I might do it rounded. It also just depends like where it finishes as well. And here I wanted to do like a rainbow flower garden, but then I realized I didn't have green lilies, so I sort of just like ditched that, and I didn't have blue lilies either. And I didn't have purple lilies, so I couldn't do the second half of the rainbow. So then I was just like, bye, and ditched that idea. And I just add some blue hyacinths, and now is just when I'm about to like mess around with a bunch of things, because I don't know, I was just sort of trying to get out some items that I know I might use. So I'm just looking at Nintendo's thing that they chose, because normally they have some cute items for them. So I was just looking around at their suggestions, and I was thinking that might work, but I think it was too dark, so I just chose the lighter color. I really like the dark wood, but on the flower wheelbarrow, but I think the light one just matches the whole Pargolia thing, whatever that like thing is like behind it. it just matches it a bit better. And here is when I got out a bunch of items that I didn't even use in the exterior. I was like, nope. And I go on a big like rant trying to find, you know, the like glowing moss pool thing? I was trying to find that this whole time, and I finally found it, and then it like wasn't letting me place it on that like cliff up there, because you can place items on that. And then I was like, why isn't it letting me place it? And then I was like, how big is this thing? And then I realized it was actually because of that one weed, and I got so mad when I found it was just because of this one weed. But anyways, here I'm making a mini nursery for all the baby plants. I think these pot starter things are so adorable, and I like the ones where the flowers are sprouting a bit better, but I don't really like the one with the blue bucket. I think it's a bit like, you know how they have like those crates that you see in like shops and stuff, and it's just like they're just like the bright blue. I don't really like that vibe when it's near the flowers, so I don't really use that one. And then I, of course, had to get the little showers in, and I had to turn them each on, and I moved the whole nursery to one side just because I wanted to turn all of them on. And this is when I was like, what if I do them alternating, pink and white? And then I was like, that actually looks really bad. And then I'm just turning them on, and then I was like, oh, I can't get the other side on. So I was like, I'm just gonna move the whole nursery this way and keep it that way. And then I was like, actually no, because then the whole path would be weird. And then I was just like, you know what if I just go in this gap, turn them all on, and then bring it back? Problem solved. So that's my problem fixing thing. And then I realized, I was like, why is this weed on a piece of brown dirt? And then I realized that everything had to be moved down one. And then I was like, small problem. This is just when I was looking back at all the things that she wanted, and I really thought that hydrangea lamp looked really cute. I ended up thinking it was just getting in my way at the end of this, so yeah, it pretty much just gets in my way. When I was trying to decorate, I was like, yeah, it looks cute, and then I was like, go away. You're annoying me. So yeah, and now I'm just getting out a bunch of items that I think would work. And here's what I was trying to find: this stupid like glowing moss pond. And I was looking for ages, and I was like, it's not in the water section near the baths, and it was like near like the very bottom next to some other thing, because I don't know why. Like, why is it at the bottom? If there's a little thing, there's an icon that says water, then just put it with the icon that says water. Like, that's when I was like, where do I put this flower thing? I just put it up there for now. And I was like, wait, you can actually put things up there? And then that's when I was tried these medieval walls, and then I was like, that absolutely looks disgusting. Let's just like get rid of that. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start from the top and find this water thing. And I was like trying to find it so hard, and I was like, it's not in the water section, and it's not like, I'm looking here and it's not here, like it's not near the pools. And then I finally find it, and I'm like, why isn't it letting me put it there? And I'm like, it's still not letting me put it there, like go away. And then I just keep on decorating, and I calm myself down. And then I get mad with this thing again, and I'm like, it's really not letting me place it there because of this bike. And then I got rid of that weed, and I was like, it was that one weed. It was just one weed that was getting in the way of that. But I finally placed it there, and it was fine. And my one single bush looks great. I don't know how I feel about that. But then I finally am doing the fencing at the very end. Normally I do the fencing at the start, but today I sort of forgot. And then I was like, now I have to remove this piece of everything, and I have to remove everything. And I was sort of having to remove lots of things and place it back and stuff like that. And I ended up just placing that little flower bed at the back because I didn't really have enough room for it because of this. And then now I'm just rearranging some stuff, adding some custom designs in, because this is when I thought I was done. I was like, why is it plain grass? But anyways, now it's time for the interior. So now I'm doing the accent wall, and I'm finally adding in like the flower lab thing. And now everything is starting to come together, and you'll see the overall vibe that I'm looking for, because that's why I start with the exterior, to sort of get the overall vibe, because it's much easier. Like when you start decorating, you want all the options. You need every single option, including trees, which means that's why I start with the exterior, so I get the overall vibe and I can use trees and nature and stuff. And then once I go inside, I know which items I have that I can use inside, and I just sort of already have a plan of what I'm gonna do. So that's where I'm coming from. If you do the interior first, comment down below. Say, do you do interior or exterior? I said that really weird, didn't I? I was like exterior first. Now I was having a bit of trouble with the things on the walls, but I finally did it. I was like, oh, I'm like not having enough room for anything. Like this can't fit in. And I was like, it's not a vibe, it's just not matching. And then I was like, I can make the room bigger. And then I was like, and then I was like, lost myself once the room got big, and I was like, what now? But then I come better. I come better after I chill, because I guess sometimes I get a bit overwhelmed with like all the items that there are, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I've been recording for an hour and I'm like, help. And then I'm doing the inside nursery now, and I found that really cute sunflower rug, and I used that a couple times here because I think it honestly is just adorable. And then I was like, oh, you can only fit 2 of those on one table, so I did the ones that were sprouting and the ones that were still little baby seeds on like a separate table. And then the table that I have behind next to like the little thing, like the wall mounted shelf is like a little, I'm gonna assume that it's like a bonsai tree cuteness. I don't know why I called it cuteness, but it looks cute. And here I'm just adding some stuff on the roof, and I added the artsy table with like a moss ball and a bucket of water next to it, and I thought that was pretty cute. Then I added some vines on the roof, just so you can see the leaves just poking out. And now it's time for the upstairs room. So in the upstairs room, I was sort of like just not, I didn't really like, I knew what I was gonna do, but I was just sort of like, you know, when you've done so much and you're like, what items do I even use now, even though there's so many items? And then I had this trouble with the kitchen. I was like, I want the sink to perfectly line up with the window, but the bathroom is going to be too big, which means I can't add a toilet, but you need a toilet. So I just got the window cut in half with the divider. I was like, I give up. Bye. And then I really like that plan because it looks like a mini tree, like a medium tree. And I think that's cute. And then I did the kitchen with the pie, and now it's time for the bed. So I saw this on YouTube where you add like that little fence thing, and it sort of is like a extension to the bed sort of. And when I do rooms like this, I have one like main fabric thing that I put on all the fabrics, and for this one it's these leaves because she wanted like nature and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what, I'll do that. And then I added the little sunflower rug again, and I thought of I always normally add like, polishing time. Polishing, yeah, but on those flowers that I hung up, I normally put them on like white or something, but I thought colorful just sort of matched a bit better. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.